Hi everybody, it's a family thing, and I come to you guys today because as of yesterday I'm 2 weeks post-op of my partial thyroidectomy, and as you can tell, I did something to my neck this morning. Kind of hurts to do that. I have right there. I don't know when I did it. It like progressed as the morning went, but see if I can get it. You can tell the glue is off. And let's see if you can see that in the light. How's that? Yeah. There's no more glue, so that ugly dark color is gone. You can tell where she cut now, where the line is. There's still red, a little bit of red, and from here to here and just underneath that is the swelling. I got this in the mail. This was recommended to me. It was this, I can't remember what the second one was, and then, or I could use just regular vitamin E oil, something else, but they did say that if you do use that they wanted you to put a something with at least the SPF 30 in it, so that you don't get the sun to it, and it, you know, the scar, the way it tans or whatever. How I'm feeling, like I said, I won't be in for at least, what, 3 or 4 weeks until, this is, so it's 3 weeks-ish, something like 3 or 4 weeks, until I go in to get all the blood work done to see how my thyroid levels, and like I said, to see if the right side compensates for the left. But I'm so drained. I'm still very drained. Obviously I can feel the lump when I swallow. It doesn't, I get little stingy areas because I think a lot of it is, since I've been using this, what's left of the scabby little scabs are coming off. And I think that's why there's like a stingy area right in here and right in here. Not always, just every once in a while. But back to this. She had recommended, this was the main one she recommended, and the reason why she recommended this is recommended by plastic surgeons. There is silicone in it. Something in the silicone helps with the scar. She did say a pea size, and that was like too much because it's sticky and it took a long time to dry. So I just do under a little pea size and put it on, and she wants it twice a day, and she wants it massaged in. You know, that helps break it down. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to read what else is in here. These words are very long. But this is what is recommended. Out of their office, it's 50. Yeah, I know. So immediately, of course, I went online and checked Amazon. And out of the site through Amazon, I was able to get it to 45 with free shipping. I don't know if you can see that. And it's this type of, let you see a little bit of what it looks like. It's kind of a pearly, it's not fully white. And you just kind of I don't think it would get hurt if I put a little more on here. I usually just, and you make sure that your neck is clean and your fingers, obviously. I don't think it's going to hurt to have a third time today, huh? But I just kind of rub it in. It's kind of tender today. It's mostly tender on the left side, obviously, because that's where they took the thyroid, that part of the thyroid. It's not really, doesn't really hurt on this side. It's mainly this side that hurts. Then you just kind of massage it in. But it's about that size. See, that wasn't even a pea size. Like I said, the pea size isn't crazy. It did say to, if it's still sticky or moist within 5 minutes, then you put too much on, and that pea size showed me I put too much on. So I did close to the size. That's what I've been using, give or take, and it kind of makes it a little shiny and a little tacky for a little while, and then that kind of dries up and goes away. Just dropped a pen on the floor. So that's me 2 weeks out from my post-op, and I have been hoping and praying that any of these other symptoms that of the things going on with me are related to the thyroid. Someone said the tongue. If you have cracks and stuff in your tongue, and the tiredness is just insane. Even my husband, he has Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism, and they killed his thyroid with radioactive treatment many years ago. And obviously it's not producing anything. He went for several years and didn't have to worry about meds, and now he's on a med. And he's one that has to be active. Move. He's constantly moving. This past week, not this week, but the week before the weekend, he was very tired and sluggish, and he slept a lot more. He does the graveyard shift, and he had, he normally has Friday and Saturdays off, and he ended up having the extra Thursday off, and he slept for the majority of those days. And I told him, you need to go in, get your thyroid checked, do the blood work. I think you need your meds tweaked. And it was true. He went in, and they, I think he had an appointment Monday, and today's Thursday. And they tweaked his meds. I think it was Monday. My days have literally run into each other. So we'll see how this works for me. I'm hoping everything's okay. I do know, like I said, I have had a lot of history of hormonal type problems, female problems. I had iron deficiencies. I had TMI for the guys, periods that were so bad that they were so heavy that I could barely make it through about an hour with a tampon. And blood clots like the size of your fist. They were huge blood clots. So they put me on Lupron, and I actually had no periods for at least a year until the Lupron ran its course. I was doing it once a month, and then they were doing it every 3 months, and that's expensive. That stuff is expensive. And they tried estradiol on me, and they ended up taking that off. And another one, which I can't remember the name of for some reason. And then they put me on just recently, because I have precancerous cells in my uterus, so inside the uterus, and I have to keep getting DNCs and having everything cleaned out, because when it's not, that's when the cancer cell starts to go. And about 3.5 months ago, they put me on like hormone pill, the pill, basically. I have not been on the pill since I was young. And it's supposed to start me. And I have not started. It's been 3.5 months. And that scares me. So I'm in the process. I'll end up having to have another DNC. And I know that's a hormone thing. I could be premenopausing. Excuse me, premenopausing. I have no idea. Brain fog and body joints and aches and pains and weight gain, and we've been through a lot of this. I've talked to you guys about these things, but for anybody coming to my page for the first time, so that kind of gives you a rundown of what's going on with me. And I had, if you are new, I had one huge nodule on the left side of my thyroid and one nodule that went down behind my collarbone, and I just had it removed a little over 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks as of yesterday. And like I said, they're giving me like 5 or 6 weeks, and then I have to do some blood work to see if my right side is going to compensate for the left side. If not, I will have to be put on pills. And for those that have been through this, I have not had any calcium issues that I'm aware of. They said their signs of calcium issues was numbness in my face and tingling in my hands and in my feet, and I haven't had that. So hopefully, knock on wood, that it is not an issue. So far so good, and it's been 2 weeks. So all I've been dealing with is that I'm still poofy in there, a little tender on this side, which is obviously the side that I had that part of the thyroid out. So it's this squashed golf ball, basically. So, alright, I just wanted to update you guys, let you guys know what's going on, how things are going. Even sleep apnea could be a symptom, and I do have sleep apnea really bad. I'm on a machine. So I don't know. I'm trying to think, because the brain fog is just insane, and memory and tiredness, just drained feeling. I mean, I don't know how to. Have you ever had where when you're sick and it just feels like somebody sucked the energy right out of you? That's like that with me. So, and I'm still clearing my throat. What is that, guys? Because I was told the reason why I cleared my throat was because the nodule was in the way. That's probably because there's swelling, right? Probably because it's still swollen on the other side, and it's duh. Alright, guys. So I just like I said, just wanted to update you guys, let you see what's going on. Nothing new, except for the fact that the ugly glue is gone. And you get an idea what her incision looks like. And the sides of it. And I believe it's healing pretty well. There's still a little bit of redness around it. And like I said, I have to massage and get that bump out of there, or however she said that. So, alright, everybody. Take care. God bless. And if you've had experiences with your thyroid, having it removed, I think I'm hypo. I see it in my paperwork, but I've never had anybody come straight to me and say, hey, you have hypothyroidism. So, but it's in my paperwork. My husband has hyper and I have hypo, I think. So if you have these experiences, if you've had your even full thyroid, but even if you had a partial thyroid removal, I'd like to know your experiences. Not everybody posts videos like this, and sorry, there it is. Not everybody posts videos like this, so we all know what's going on, and kind of like a community type thing. Or if you know of a community, I know I kind of joined one on Facebook. But if you know of a community that deals with thyroid stuff only. So, all right, everybody take care. God bless and have a good day. Bye.